K-2 is a mountain that will push you to the edge of human endurance and then ask for more. There are 14 mountains in the world that rise above 8,000 meters, and 5 of them are located in Pakistan. These peaks are so high that they enter what is known as the death zone, where too low to survive. Among these giants, K-2 is known as the most dangerous and is often called the Savage Mountain as it tries to kill its climber. K-2 is incredibly remote. Reaching its base takes about a week and involves navigating through rough terrains and harsh conditions, which can often lead to injuries even before you start your climb. K-2's weather is notoriously unpredictable, with snowstorms, windstorms, and avalanches being common phenomena. Besides all these challenges, K-2 is technically very demanding. There are different routes to climb K-2. However, the Abruzzi Spur is the most commonly taken route, featuring steep rock faces and ice walls. Defenders of the mountains decided to take on the challenge of climbing K-2, the highest mountain in Pakistan and the second highest in the world, in the month of July 2024. Our adventure began in the stunning town of Skardu, the gateway to some of the world's most remote and sky-high mountains. With our gears packed, we set out on a journey that took us from Skardu to Ascoli, a small village that serves as a crucial starting point for the expedition. The ride was rough but exhilarating. On the second day, we began our hike from Ascoli to Jhola. The trail led us through a stunning valley and alongside the lively Baraldur River. By evening, we reached Jhola, our first campsite. On day 3, we traveled from Jhola to Payu. The landscape changed as we got closer to Payu, our next campsite, surrounded by tall peaks and glaciers. On day 4, the trek from Payu to Urdukas was tough but rewarding. The trail tested our endurance as we set foot on the Baltoro Glacier. Urdukas greeted us with stunning views of the famous Trango Towers and provided us with a well-deserved rest. On day 5, we traveled from Urdukas to Gorotu through the wide, open landscape of the mighty Baltoro Glacier. The towering peak of the Mashabrum made us feel small. Gorotu offered an incredible view of the surrounding glaciers and the majestic Karakoram Range. On day 6, we trekked from Gorotu to Concordia, one of the most iconic spots in our journey. Known as the meeting point of several major glaciers, Concordia offered us a stunning panoramic view of the world's highest peaks, including K-2, Broad Peak, the Gesherbrum Mountains, Mitre Peak, Chogolitha, and Baltoro Kangri. On day 7, we traveled from Concordia to K-2 base camp. The final stretch of our trek was filled with excitement as we neared our destination. Reaching the base camp right at the foot of K-2 was an incredible experience. But it wasn't the end. Our real journey began from there. The climb to K2 summit requires careful acclimatization to the high altitudes. This process is crucial for safety and success. Involving a series of climbs and descents to adjust to the thinning air. Each day at base camp was a mix of rest, preparation, and strategic ascents to acclimatize our bodies for the final push to the summit.
माउंटेनियरिंग में वाइज डिसीजन और टाइमली डिसीजन स्पेशली K2 में बहुत ज़्यादा मैटर करता है बिकॉज बैड वेदर और K2 के जो वेदर विंडो है वो बहुत शॉर्ट होती है. तो एज अ टीम मैनेजर मुझे वहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा प्रिसाइज और क्रूशल डिसीजन लेने थे कि कब मुझे अपनी टीम को ड्रॉपिंग के लिए और रोटेशंस के लिए भेजना है.
We undertook acclimatization climbs to higher camps, including intermediate stops at Camp 1 and Camp 2. Each climb followed by a return to base camp for rest.
इस साल K2 पे वेदर बहुत ज़्यादा ग्लोबल वार्मिंग की वजह से डिस्टर्ब था. वेदर रिपोर्ट्स कोई भी ठीक नहीं हो रही थी. हत्ता कि एक टाइम पर बेस कैंप पर ये ह्यूमर था कि इस दफ़ा शायद K2 समिट ना हो सके. बट इसके बाद चूँकि हमने डिफरेंट नेपाली से और इटालियन से जब वेदर वगैरह चेक किया तो हमें ये पता चला कि इस साल अगर वेदर विंडो मिली भी तो एक विंडो मिलेगी जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा शॉर्ट होगी. तो हमें उसके अकॉर्डिंगली प्रिपेयर करना था. उस प्रिपरेशन के लिए हमने ज़्यादातर अपनी रोटेशन और ड्रॉपिंग्स या तो ख़राब मौसम में की या अगर ठीक मौसम में भी हम गए तो वो वेदर प्रोडिक्शन ठीक नहीं हुई और ज़्यादातर हमें ख़राब मौसम में ही अपनी ड्रॉपिंग्स करनी पड़ी.
This process was essential for our bodies to adapt to the altitude, ensuring that we were prepared for the demanding final ascent.
K2 बेस कैंप जो कि 5100 मीटर पे वाक़ है. बेस कैंप से एडवांस बेस कैंप जाने वाले रास्ते पे सबसे ज़्यादा क्रेविसेस आती हैं. क्लाइंब करते हुए एक क्लाइंबर जो कि सबसे ज़्यादा दुश्वार गुजार रास्ते क्रॉस करता है उनमें से एक कैंप 1 से कैंप 2 जाते हुए चिमनी है. चिमनी एक बहुत ही ज़्यादा तंग गली है जिसकी लंबाई तकरीबन 100 फीट है और उसका ग्रेडियंट 90 डिग्री के ज़ाविये पे है. इसके बाद कैंप 2 से कैंप 3 सबसे लंबा और टेक्निकल रूट है. यहाँ पे ब्लैक पिरामिड है जो कि लूज रॉक और बर्फ पर मुश्तमिल है. सबसे मुश्किल रास्ता जो कि K2 चढ़ते हुए है वो बॉटल नेक है जो कि कैंप 4 के बाद डेथ जोन में पाई जाती है. बॉटल नेक बहुत ही ज़्यादा तंग और मुश्किल रास्ता है. बॉटल नेक से गुजरते हुए आपकी एक जानिब 90 डिग्री की हैंगिंग रैक है और आपकी दूसरी जानिब तकरीबन 3000 मीटर का वर्टिकल फॉल है. धूप बढ़ने की वजह से अगर कोई आइस फॉल होता है तो वो जानलेवा साबित हो सकता है. K2 पे सबसे ज़्यादा अमवात भी इसी जगह पे होती हैं.
The journey to K2 summit was the ultimate skill and teamwork. Each step we took was a testament to our preparation and determination. This was more than just an expedition. It was the journey of a lifetime where history was made. The GILGIT-Baltistan SCOUTS team achieved a historic milestone by summiting K-2. In this remarkable feat, Major Ijaz Karim became the first serving army officer to reach the summit of K-2, marking a monumental achievement in the history of Pakistan's mountaineering. To reach the second highest place on earth, we experienced the raw beauty of nature and the strength of the human spirit. The team descended back to the K-2 base camp, then crossed the 5,600 meter high Gundagoro Pass before reaching the Hushe Valley and eventually. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure.